What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. Before beginning the market watch, I just want to say, guys, if you want to go on TCG Player, you earn more bonus bucks. Got 5% back on singles or 8% if it's magic, but it's magic, so, you know. Anyway, if you want to do that, you could go ahead. Also, by using my link in the description below, you can help support the channel. And every time you buy, a percentage of that goes towards the channel, so TCG Play doesn't get all the money. And it goes into adding more equipment and doing more things in the future. I have a lot of plans for the channel, a lot of things besides just market watches I want to do for this channel. But before I get to do that, I have a lot of things in my life I got to take care of. And ultimately, it'll get to that point where I could just do more content than just market watches. And I like to do, I don't know, maybe some skits, I'm thinking. Anyway. If you guys have any ideas, comment down below. I like to know what you guys are thinking about it. So we had the YCS this past weekend in Portland, Oregon, and we saw a lot of decks at this event. And it's really weird to see this because this week we've seen the decks just go off on full combos. I mean, if you don't run no hand traps, or even if you do run a hand traps like an Ash or Draw, or maybe even a Effect Veiler, most combo decks can still play through those. In fact, a good combo deck can play through multiple hand traps and still get full board out. Well, next week's going to be different. The meta's going to change in the blink of an eye with the release of the 2019 Megatins. And we're going to see cards like Nibiru change the face of that. Right now, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are just looking on the now. They're looking on cards right now that's going to help them forward besides Nibiru. The upcoming meta, then we should be playing up until KONAMI releases a new either game mechanic or a new tier 1 deck, which I think is going to be inevitable. Speaking of inevitable tier 1 decks, Fist of the Gadgets came out this past weekend. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players most likely built gadgets and brought to the event. Unfortunately, we didn't see any gadgets. So far on YouTube right now, there's no gadget deck files that have topped the regionals or this past Portland YCS. So who knows what's happening? It's all in the air right now, but gadgets are definitely taking a hit in the market. Fist of the Gadget booster boxes have cards like Fist of Brotherhood, the Five Fist Eagle, being the most expensive card at $23. Market price of the card is $26, and they got other cards like Elephant being $17, which is near the same market price. A Panda being $14, which is around the same market price. Code Radiator, which is around $9, almost near $10 though. Brotherhood Five Fist Eland being around $5. Everything's taking in value. Then you got a first reprint of the Hidden City. It's actually up to about $3 in value of the Hidden City reprint super rare. So we thought we all felt like gadgets looked like was gonna be a good deck. Yu-Gi-Oh players were going crazy for cards like Brother Five Fist, Dragon, I believe it was, and yeah, it really hasn't done nothing, unfortunately. Now, once again, this is a debut weekend. The set might take some time. Who knows? Or we could just see it kind of fall out of favor. And it happens to a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh decks. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh decks got a lot of hype. They go up in value. And sometimes they're just not all winners. So whoever's holding the Brotherhood of the Five Fist Dragon with a $29 market price, with the listing of it currently being $36 to $38 on TCG Player, are you still going to be holding that card, or are you be looking to sell it? Because right now, if you are looking to sell it, you need to sell it soon. Because before long, this card could drop down back to a dollar binder special. Yes, it only has a solo print listing, super rare, and Cosmo Blazer, but still, it's $1. You're going to want to get on top of that if you want to get rid of this card and make some good money. Looking at Bowser's Legends Hero Revenge, we're looking at Borsal Dragon still being roughly around $38, lower than its $41.50 market price. And why, you ask? Well, because Megatins. Borsal Dragon is not going to be coming in as an ultra rare in the Megatins. Nobody knows the ratio of the short prints, if that is a short print of ultra rare. But what we do know is Borsal Dragon is a great card that kinda is gonna get a reprint again, so the value is gonna be dropping on this card. In fact, Battle Legends Secret Rare drop value, I guarantee you will continue to drop down in value, and I think it'll stabilize for a little bit before moving back up in value if Borsal is still seeing play. Now, if you have original print Secret Rare Cybernetic Horizon Borsal Dragon, well, a little bit of bad news for you. As a $44 market price, and our limited listing is $41. In fact, when you go to first use, it's about $42. It's not tanking heavily, not as much as its counterpart of the Bowser's Legends Secret Rare, but still going down in value nevertheless because of the ultra rare reprint. And Yu-Gi-Oh players are just going, I'll get rid of it, I'll wait for the ultra rare reprint, or I'll get rid of it, ultra rare reprint happens, more people list their Borsal Dragons, and then they could go in and grab those secret rares. Because once again, like I said, I think the card's gonna see meta play, it's gonna go back up in value. We also have Black Soldier Chaos, a card which was like $30, keeps going higher in value in the marketplace. We're sitting at $41 here, right here as a market price, but the actual listing of the card is about $47 for Black Soldier Chaos. It's just the immovable wall of a card. That's basically what it comes down to. Cards is an immovable wall. Now, here's the real crazy thing. Majority of decks that can play are most likely combo decks. Combo decks are going to have a new problem coming up next week called MEGATINS, as well as other cards in the MEGATINS. So let me ask you, are you still going to be playing combo? In fact, that's a common question of the day. Are you going to be still playing combo? And to my players out there who are not playing combo, who might be considering playing like a control deck, are you playing Nibiru in main or side to stop the combo decks out there? Please post it in the comment section down below. Before I begin, also guys, please make sure to comment, hit the like button. Like I said, comment and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for whenever I go live with these videos, so you'll be first to be notified on your block or street or maybe neighborhood, but that's it. No farther than that. All right, moving forward, Sky Striker Mobile's Engage is also going down in value. It had a $17 price point. Market price showing about 16, but it's barely holding on to that. Other cards like Salamander Gray Mirage is just maintaining a $12 price point, and Lambda, this little card Lambda, which used to be $6, is actually going a little, almost hitting $11. We got one listing over here for $10.38. After that one's gone with shipping included, it's gonna be $11 for Psyframe Lord Lambda. The card is an amazing card, and I guarantee you the card probably will be going up higher in value, as there's only 26 listings currently here on TCG Player. Then you got Widowmaker being about $6, and other cards like Vision Heroes and Prankatop stabilizing at $5 as well. Moving forward in Dark Neostorm, we have Signet Mining, which for the most part, if you look at the price listings, looks like it's going down a little bit in value. Now, I don't know if it's going to maintain going down. I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh players are just pulling out of this card because they want to move into other cards, or just Yu-Gi-Oh players holding this card in case Marine Test becomes good in around October, and October 25th, I think it is. Look at that side of mine, the price point's currently a little on around $40. Neiman First Edition versions are barely holding on to $38. So yeah, side of mining, it's one of those cards. Are you going to hold it, are you going to get rid of, or do you really need it? We know it's Marine Test and Salamander Great. Salamander Great is not a bad deck as they just topped the YCS, but is it enough to top for YCS for this deck that's been hit so heavily for Yu-Gi-Oh players to go in and grab Signet Mining? Is it enough? You think there's Yu-Gi-Oh players out there? And here's a real question: are there Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that are just like, you know what? I'm gonna play Salamander Great. All I need to do is buy the starter deck and oh yeah, Signet Mining. So I need about 3 of those. And oh, and the Phantasme, because the deck does run that. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Like, do you think Yu-Gi-Oh players are doing that? Often to play other decks that are more cheaper and can get you almost the same result, if not better, depending on the meta you're at your locals or even regionals. Looking at No Materia, the card prices is not really changing that much. Market price is card at $22.54, and it's barely holding on to about $23. So it's just stabilizing around the $22 to $23. I will say last week it was around $20, went up a couple of dollars, but still not doing much. I know a lot of you players that do yes. Whenever I talked to them, said they wasn't a big fan of No Materia. At the YCS Portland, so far I haven't seen many decks really talk about or praise No Material. So it really depends what's going to happen with this card, with the movement and its price point. I will say, though, I still think this is a good card. I don't think it's blow up, but I still think it's a good card for the meta we're in right now, which is heavy combo-centric. But moving forward into the new meta, once you get the Megatins and all these reprints, it's only a matter of time to tell whether No Material is a good card or not. I'm still saying pick up 3 if you don't have yours already. Look at Dingirsu, which I'll talk about later on, but this version of Dingirsu, you got one at $18. After that, it's roughly around $19 and higher. Orcust definitely having a great showing, and still telling everybody the deck's still a great deck. Orcust was that deck that, after the ban list, Yu-Gi-Oh players were just debating on playing the deck or not. And now it's definitely showing a lot of play. We're seeing a lot in the top cut. It's just one of those decks that still has, it had like a broken combo before, but now it's a fairly good combo, but still broken its own essence. So yeah, Orcust pretty good, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players doubted the power of this deck, including myself, by the way. I doubt this deck could even come back, but we obviously see it coming back with a lot of Orcust players topping the Pro Play Tour, winning the Pro Play Tour, and as well as topping this past event, as well as coming in second place at the UDS. Orcust, I guess, if we went by the mathematics of it all, is the best deck right now. Which is really weird because we thought, I personally thought, I felt like everyone else thought, Dragonlink was going to be the best deck, but it's really not. Orcust is. It's kind of weird to say out loud. If the World Challenge Listed card is also roughly around $18, and the weird thing about this, the prices going to start dropping on World Challenge Listed card, not because of it's a bad card, no, not at all, because World Challenge Listed card is a card most players need one of, and the value starts dropping. Just like Omni Dragon Brotar, which is holding almost a $17 market price, but we're already seeing here at $16 in TCG Player. These cards are going to be dropping because Yu-Gi-Oh players don't need these as much as they used to need these. Once again, if you do need these, it's a one-off and you're done. One and done. There's no teched out double Omni Dragon Brotar deck profile, no teched out double Ib Dual Challenge Justicar deck profile. You just play one at most in any deck at all, period. And nobody wants to play multiple of these. Why? They're expensive. You just need one. So once again, like I said, I think with Dark Neo Storm still being out and still available for some players to get, their locals, we might be seeing these prices drop more and more in value. Mega Knight Crusader IMAX, $14. This card's amazing. I'm dead serious. You need to get one of these as well, because everyone's focusing on looking at Black Soldier Chaos, which is, let me just say, an amazing card. But Mega Knight Crusader IMAX, if your deck can make this is also a very amazing card as well. Moving forward, look at that Borderlord Savage Dragon. The price point is about almost near $37, and it's still holding that price point TCG Player. In fact, after that $37 price point is gone, it's going to start hitting almost back up to $38. But for anyone that's a student, the market price about Borderlord Savage Dragon, this card was a little bit over $40 last week. So realistically speaking, the card is slowly going back down in value. Now here's the question. Can it continue going down in value? Well, unlike the other cards, Savage Strike wasn't really out that much in circulation for that long. Some locals, you might maybe be lucky enough to get a bunch of the boxes, but me and my store, I only got a couple of boxes for my players. In fact, I probably got maybe altogether about a case and a half, if I'm lucky, of Savage Strike for my players. And the rest was done at like Walmart and Target, of course. What I'm trying to say is, Savage Strike hasn't been opened that much for a lot of people. And look at a card like Borderlord Savage Dragon, it might go down a little bit, but still stabilize at a decently high price point. Same with World Legacy Guard Dragon, which is a $16 market price. I mean, it's up about $1 to $17, but you think can it go higher? Well, I don't know. I think, once again, Orcust is definitely the best, and depending on your variant of Orcust, the best deck by the numbers. But Dragon Link's still a great deck as well, and has a lot of combos, and definitely, in my opinion, I thought it was the best. I think it's the best combo deck still. But looking at it right now, World Legacy Guard Dragon, it's a one of. Some players may be playing two, but I think with the Megatins coming out soon, more players will have access to World Legacy Succession. And I think that second copy of World Legacy Guard Dragon is going to be replaced by World Legacy Succession. Because if you draw World Legacy Guard Dragon, what are you going to search out? Another World Legacy Guard Dragon? So anyway, I think a lot of common players are doing the same thing. They're moving towards World Legacy Succession, which is getting a reprint, so they don't have to drop almost $20 on the card. And I think that's what's going to be happening. Also moving up, guys, part of Extravagance being on $70 still. It's $67, a little under its market price, but when you go to first edition, it's around $70s. And Phantasme. Let's cover this real quickly for the millionth time. The reason I'm so adamant about Phantasme because now we're starting to see players play Fantastical Dragon Phantasme in the main deck. And with Nibiru coming out, that's amazing. You play Phantasme, you search Nibiru, and you're in a pretty good spot. In fact, look at Phantasme's price point. It's about $82, and unlimited version is about $83, but when you go to first edition version, it's actually around $87 for this card. Now, this card is really good against almost everything in the meta. Combo decks will have a problem against Phantasme because it's going to let your opponent cycle for cards to stop the rest of your combo. And they can do it early as when you drop your LP. Other decks like Salamander Great use this card. And it's obviously a card they want to play, as there's 3 of. Against Strikers, Phantasme is amazing because those Widowmakers don't really do much with this card's effect. It's just good all around. And once again, helping you cycle for cards you need in your extra deck, hand traps, or even Nibiru, it just helps out the game a lot. And I think, once again, besides the fact that we're seeing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players main Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, I think we're going to see it happen even more. If that happens, well, the question really remains, will this card be $83 to $86 for long? Or will it go back up to $115? Once again, Paisanos, I'm telling you right now, it's going to go up to $115. No doubt in my mind. Regional season, for a lot of people, is already started. For my friends over in Oklahoma, those Paisanos over there, they had it this weekend. And at the end of this month, it's going to be almost all over the place. And then as we move on the next week and week after that, everywhere's going to start holding their regionals. Regional season is happening right now. So the only question I have to ask to anybody out there, do you have Phantasme? For trade, you're gonna need to go to place this card 3 at the least. Some decks can get away with playing 2, but realistically, you want 3. And for those out there that go, man, V, I can't get a Phantasme. Well, hopefully you can get an Ash because you're gonna want to Ash Phantasme, or else you're gonna be in a world of trouble when that card resolves on your board. Especially if you're playing a deck once again like Strikers or you're playing combo. It's a desperately needed card. Gizmic Orochi, the Serpentron Sky Slasher. This build, this variant of a deck saw play. In fact, almost won the YCS, coming in second place. Gizmic has an $18 market price. It's about 17s, which is still relatively high for this card. I mean, let's be honest, this card was $6 to $8 when it first came out, and for a good amount of time. Then it had an initial spike, and then went back down, and then initially spiked back up again. And now we're looking at Gizmic roughly around almost near $17. Well, the deck I think it's in currently right now is really good. Running cards like Golden Castle of Stromberg, which came on Battle's Legends Relentless Revenge, a card in which was like nothing, has a current $16 market price, but is way beyond that, almost at $25 for Golden Castle of Stromberg. And a lot of you players might start working and playing this deck up, but yeah, I don't think they're going to have the same results. Just call it a hunch. Moving forward, OTS Tournament Pack 11, Potter's Eyes is maintaining a $63 to $64 market price. Now, the actual price point, the actual market price of this card is actually around $72, so it is dipping down a little bit. But once again, Potter's Eyes is still a great card, and the card that I definitely recommend a lot of you players to go to the locals, to play in the locals, to crack open, because this is a card that's going to maintain, if not go up higher in value in the future. Looking at other cards like Dingirsu. Well, we know what's going to happen with Dingirsu. $48 market price on Ultimate Rare Dingirsu Orcust of the Eating Star. Yeah, no, it's not that. It's actually it's actually about $47, and after that, it starts hitting about $50, and then it quickly goes over to $60. And then there's a 7 wall over here. I don't know how this guy got a 7 wall at $60, and then the next price after that, it's $95. Dingirsu with the Orcust of the Eating Star Ultimate Rare is going to be going higher in value to match Galatea, which is also going pretty high in value. In fact, Galatea is not, it's nowhere near Dingirsu's price point, but nevertheless, it's still a high price card. With a $26 market price, the card actually is easily hitting that, and might be almost soon hitting $27. So if you guys are out there and you're looking to go to your locals and crack Dingirsus, and you're looking to play Orcust, you might want to look at Galatea. With only 19 price listings in TCG Player, it could soon hit higher price points. And while everyone's focusing on Dingirsu, focusing on buying Dingirsu, if you're out there and you go, V, I got the money, I want to buy Dingirsu, I want to max ready my Orcust, I think it's the best deck. Obviously, you're mathematically correct, but even more important too, buy Galatea. Don't buy Dingirsu. Why would you buy something that's currently in circulation in OTS 1 Pack 11 when someone cracks at your locals, you could trade for it, or you could even crack it yourself. So what I recommend is going out and getting the Galatea because it's cheap right now, and leaving Dingirsu alone. Worse than worse, Galatea is what's going to happen to Dingirsu in the future anyway. And if you still want Orcust Max Rarity, well, wait, you'll definitely get it. OTS Tournament Pack 11 will go down, just like its counterpart, OTS Tournament Pack 10, with the most expensive card being Thunder Dragon Colossus, a card that won this past weekend in the UDS, well, last week in UDS, and it still maintained a $34 price point, and now it's quickly going back down to about $31.50. So what does that tell you? This tells you that Dingirsu is going to go down to these kind of price points. And since, you know what? Since Dingirsu is the second most expensive card, looking at Galatea, it'll probably hit about $26. And then we got Sky Striker Ace Hayate, $24. KONAMI, what are you doing with these Striker reprints? No more Striker reprints. None. Alright, moving forward, Dangers. Let's give him a little looky-loo, shall we? Looking at Danger Tsuchinoko, holding a $31 market price. You're seeing it roughly around $28.50. Danger Nessie, being $28, is actually holding roughly around $28. Still way less than what it was, by the way. And then I'll grab the Megatins ones in a second, but look at Danger Bigfoot. It's about a $12 card, matching its almost near matching its $13 market price. Do we have other cards like Danger Jackalope being $10, and Neiman First Editions actually around 9s. Well then, what do we have to learn from all this information? Dangers are dropping in value because next week Megatins coming out, and everyone's going to be opening these up to high heaven, and all these cards are going down in value overall. The only card that seems to be going up in value is literally Borsal Dragon Ultra Rare with a $23 market price. It's actually around $27, which is insane to me because I think Borsal Dragon as an Ultra Rare would not be that short of a print compared to, I don't know, the Seekers in the set. I could be wrong, though. And then look at other cards like Danger Nessie being the second most expensive card in the 2019 Megatins. The second most expensive card in the 2019 Megatins is $12.50, allegedly. After that one's gotten the price point, it's about $13, which is the first war at $23. You also have the next third expensive card being Trap Trick, being around $10. Basically, what I'm showing you guys here is the actuality of the price point of the Megatins as they're soon releasing. A lot of vendors are starting to fight in the market. The prices are going down because they want to be competitive to getting out those pre-orders. And by the time the Megatins are released and everyone opens up the high heaven, what's the value going to be at? If this is the most expensive card in the Megatins, that's pretty bad. That's actually really bad. I mean, We go over here and look at Rising Rampage, the set literally right before the Megatins. And besides the prismatic rares, which are amazing, the most expensive card is still about $51 to $52. In fact, after that, next card's about to almost near the price point of the 2019 Megatins. So to me, it makes almost no sense why people want to go in and go, hey, people are asking me constantly, V, I like Megatins. Should I buy singles? Should I buy the Megatins? Wait. If you want to save money and you don't have a readers coming up this weekend or next weekend, my advice to everybody is wait. Why go in and buy the prices now as everybody's fighting for it? And these are the pre-sale prices. We're not even talking about the once these are available for TCG player for regular guys to just go ahead and sell. The prices are going to take on a majority of these cards because everyone's going to be opening these. So please listen to me. Wait until that following Wednesday. I think Wednesday's the best day to buy cards. If you guys want to stay at the end of the video, I'll explain why. Or the following Wednesday after that. That's one time you go in and you get these cards at their low price point. That's when they're at their lowest. But wait to buy cards. Do not buy them now. It doesn't make any sense to do it. They're going lower in value. As you can see, besides Borosaur, which is ridiculous. But as you can see, the rest of them, they're going to continue to go lower. And as you can play as Cracker 1 2019 Megatins, it only drops more. By the way, Necros also topped the YCS in Portland, which is, I mean, in a way I'm shocked, but in a way I'm not shocked. Because was it really been Necros that topped the event? Or, realistically, was it really the Monarch card, which I already forgot the name of it. Oh my god. Let me see, I'll look it up. It's the Mega Monarch card that hits cards from the extra deck. Zaborg, the Mega Monarch. This card, in which when you tribute a light monster, you can target one. When you tribute a monster, if you target a light monster, which you can just pop himself, you can send as many cards as possible from the extract to the graveyard, but no more than original rank or level. So you can literally get rid of Zaborg to make a Monarch, and you can just hit that many cards of the extra deck. Was that 8? Yeah, 8 cards of the extra deck to your opponent's graveyard. If you're playing against combo, you make combo into a beat stick deck with 1 card. Pretty good. And if Necros run first, they can easily resolve this card effect first turn. Hitting 8 cards of a combo deck is just absolutely devastating. And I think that, yeah, I think this card and maybe Necros might see more play. I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of competitive play, but I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to start picking up Necros and start picking up cards like Zaborg the Mega Monarch, which is the card I don't think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are realizing that this is the real card right now. I think, maybe I'm wrong, maybe the guy playing Necros just ran pure Necros, but if I was to run Necros, I would absolutely run this card because this is how you beat combo. You devastate combo. You want to beat Strikers? You devastate Strikers with Zaborg. It's just amazing of a card. Hey, you want to beat Salamangreats? Guess what? You guessed it. You just send everything to the graveyard. And I'm going to get some guys in the comments to go, V, I could activate graveyard effects. I could grab this guy and throw him back in my deck. But you're missing the point. You're not starting off with your full extra deck. You're starting off your extra deck in the graveyard. And that hurts a lot for a lot of players, no matter how much they want to admit it or not admit it. It stings. A lot. No, you're talking about that. Get Out. Has a $9 market price, and the price point actually is slowly increasing. I think last week I was talking about how this card was increasing up to $9. Now we're looking at Get Out and increasing almost up to $10. If you guys don't have your playset of this card, get it right now. It's kind of cheap right now, and I think it's a good card. We also saw Cyber Dragons being played this past weekend. Everyone's talking about how Cyber Dragons running cards that Get Out. Cyber Dragons starting to maintain a more of a control aspect by running a lot of trap cards like this card. Also, something really cool, when you play against combo, you drop a Cyber Dragon, they just say, yep. And then you just murder their face when you contact fuse, which I think is really cool about that you know, that little thing about the deck, you know, contact fusion. Anyway, Warlick's Succession is the card I was talking about early in the video, and the Flames Destruction version of Warlick's Succession is $12 in the market price, and its actual price went up to almost near $15 for Warlick's Succession Ultra Rare from Flames of Destruction. We're looking at the 2019 Ghost Arc one. It's actually about $9, and it's Prismatic Secret Rare. Once again, you only need one of these, and you can get the original print, but Prismatic Secret is way higher. This is the one I recommend you definitely go and get. And like I said, this card it's going to be one and done for everybody. So if someone cracks a bunch of Megatins, just sit by and wait. Because the minute they get their second Warlick's Succession, they don't want it. They want to get rid of that card. They're going to want to get rid of it as fast as possible. And if you're looking to grab one, just wait for that guy. Or like I said, wait until a Wednesday and pick it up. Next, Top Logic Bomber Dragon slowly increasing in price point. Of course it is. Orcust, like I said, it's the best deck that I don't think. Once again, Strikers won this event. Thunder Dragons won the UDS, but Orcust was all over the place, just sprinkled all over the place. And if you want to involve the PPG event that happened the same weekend as the UDS, Orcust won that event. Like, it's insane. Anyway, going back to Tombologic Bomber Dragon, a Secret Rare original print from Coda the Duelist has a $6.46 market price. First edition lightly play, it's almost near $9. In fact, after this listing is gone, these four over here, it's almost near, it's $8.75, almost to $9 for Tombologic Bomber Dragon. So the question is, do you have yours? In fact, if you don't have yours and you don't want to get the Coda the Duelist version, you can still get the Megatin version, which is $7. So you can save an extra $1, $2 and get the Megatin, or you get the original print Coda Duelist Tombologic Bomber Dragon for almost near $9. Once again, I recommend if you don't have one, grab this as fast as possible. As we see Orcust continue to dominate the metagame, we're going to see Tombologic Bomber Dragon continue to go higher in value. This is what Orcust players want to go into as fast as possible against combo, with a Dingirsu in Graveyard, or Gate in Graveyard, or Tower of Babylon Field, to bring out any monster out to nuke the field. So this is something you really want to take into consideration if you're looking to play, an Orcust deck. Next guy's Cosmic Cyclone, a card that's also seeing a lot of play. We see play in Strikers. We saw a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players throw this in the side deck. Basically, this card says get rid of multi-roll the card, or get rid of any problem card. Don't send it to the graveyard. Just say bye-bye. Especially if you're looking to play against Orcust and you want to hit their Babel, and that stings so nicely. We're looking at Cosmic Cyclone, market price is less than $4, actually about $3.73. But when you look at the first edition version, it's actually about $5. Now that's for the Secret Rare Dark Illusion Cosmic Cyclone. If you look at the Ultimate Rare version, that's going to run you some good numbers. Ultimate Rare version of Cosmic Cyclone is actually about $27. And it quickly goes to almost near $29. So if you want an Ultimate Rare version of this card, you're going to be shelling up some good money for a card that might be seen main or side deck play. And how good is the card? I mean, it's up to you. Once again, $5 for Secret Rare original print, but you want to max rarity it, fair is fair, $28 to $29. Totally awesome. Invasion Vengeance original print is increasing again. I don't know why, but it is. Look at the market price is less than $15. And when you look at Name It First Edition, it's actually almost near $17 for Totally Awesome. Because frogs. Why not? Because Marine Cess. I'll be honest with you. I have almost a full Marine Cess core. I have one Totally Awesome, and I want Marine Cess to be good. But there's a part of me realistically saying, it's probably not. You're probably going to lose a lot with that deck. And I'm hoping I'm wrong, because I really do like the deck. I like the way it currently plays, but it really depends on the ban that's coming out in October. That's going to really sculpt that card's price point, and the price point of all those other Marine Test cards, including new cards, as well as cards like Totally Awesome. Well, if you want a 2017 Megatin version of Totally Awesome, the price point is stabilizing roughly around $13. It quickly goes up to $14, so keep an eye on that. In fact, after those three are gone, the card actually hits $15 for the Megatin version, still under its $17 counterpart from Invasion Vengeance. Infinite Impermanence, you say? Sure. $51 in the market price, Paisanos. Unlimited versions are $58. You want a first edition version? No big deal. $65, please. Seriously, $65. First edition version of Infinite Impermanence. Now, this is original print first edition versions of the version that came out of Flames of Destruction. KONAMI hopefully one day, hopefully soon, will make an ultimate version of Infinite Impermanence. It's probably the best hand trap we have in the game right now because, you know, gets around a lot of things. Well, looking at other versions of Infinite Impermanence like Dual Power, it has a $40 market price and it went up $1. Yay! So if you're holding Dual Power Infinite Impermanence, big gains, boys. $41.50, almost at $40 for Infinite Impermanence. Good money. Next, Ada's Voltage Dragon keeps going up higher and higher in value, as we see Pendulum still being a dominant deck. In fact, I think it's kind of fair to say that Pendulums is always going to be a dominant deck in the game, the way they're structured. Now, whether you're playing regular pure Pendulums, Endymion Pendulums, or any kind of Pendulums except Allies Pendulums, you're probably going to do good in Torment. You're probably going to still have the same amount of combos as all the combo decks. You still also maintain a mid-game, which gives you a little bit of advantage over combo decks, depending if you go first or second. Nevertheless, look at Ada's Voltage Dragon Ultimate Rare. It has a $17 market price. Well, it's not that. In fact, there's an unlimited version for $16, and then you blinked and went to $28. $28 for Ultimate Rare Ada's Voltage Dragon. Whew. So, Shadows are being weird in the market, and not just like Ulti Construct, which is always weird, especially when we get near the banners, which I'll talk about once we're near the bans, Ulti Shadow Constructs. We're looking at El Shadow Annoyatalis. This card from original print coming out of Cross Souls, being a $14 market price, is actually about $18 and $19 for Annoyatalis. Yeah, I don't know why either. It's good against Necros. No, it makes no sense. Also, El Shoro Shikanaga, Ultimate Rare from New Challengers, having less than a $15 market price, is actually near mint unlimited at $19, and for official version of this card, it's actually about $23 for El Shoro Shikanaga. Now, don't get me wrong, Shows are my favorite decks in the game. I love this deck, and I really do love it a lot, and hopefully it'll be available in Duel Links, because if it's available in Duel Links, it'll be eventually available on Speed Duels, and I'm a big Speed Duels fanatic, so I would love to see this Sordos being Speed Duels, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, for these cards to maintain such a high price point makes no sense other than the fact that nobody can crack any new packs of new challengers or cross souls, and the market is drying up of Shadows. Whether it's players that just used to play a deck that want to hold these cards, or new players in the game that never really got a chance to play max rare Shadows or full Shadows and just want to get them for now. Or once again, it could be collectors wanting to grab Shadows, because it's literally, if we had to vote the best, well, actually we kind of did with the Star deck actually, but the best archetype, it'd probably be Shadows, because it was the most loved archetype. The mirror matches were really fun. The game, it played out really broken, and it was just, I don't know, something about it is just very special. And the artwork is gorgeous on these cards. I mean, look at Noyatalis, and look at Shikanaga. She's still sitting on Klee 4 Towers. Like, she owns it. But in the game, actually, at the time, she didn't really own it, because that card was amazing. But nevertheless, forget about all that lies. She's sitting on Klee 4 Towers. She just basically walked up on it and just goes, "You ain't nothing, sat on it." It's a picture. It looks so cool. Anyway, I really wish KONAMI did more Shadows. I really would. And not that crappy Link, like a good Shadow. Like, make Shadows great again. Moving forward, guys, World Superstar cards, Legendary Dragon in White and Legendary Magician in Dark, are still on the marketplace. And I'm kind of shocked that these are still here. Legendary Dragon in White, holding a $21 market price, is actually about $20 to its original price of $21. Legendary Magician in Dark has a $13 market price and is stabilizing at $13. Well, I don't need to tell you, if you don't know already, if you're a collector, that you need to get these cards. These are cards that are not, if you look at, we'll click on one of the cards, they're not permitted for play, and these cards cannot be used in the duel's exact wording, any official duel, updated card text, and they're just collector's cards, that's all they are. And they came out in World Superstars as Prismatic Secret Rare. Now, yes, Konami's starting to bring back the Prismatic Secret Rare, but these were the Prismatic Secret Rares in a full set called World Superstars. And a lot of these cards in World Superstars got reprinted, like in Dual Power with the 6-inch chairs. But looking at these two cards, they haven't got reprinted. They are the highest rarity. If Konami was to make these ultra rare, it wouldn't matter. These are the highest rarity. And if it says Legend Dragon in White, like, you know, Blizzard Dragon, Dark Magician, yeah, these are going to be bought out soon. They're going to be bought out, and they're going to be high-value collectors' cards. I'm shocked collectors market have not seen these cards, but the minute collectors realize these are a thing, the market's going to get clean on these cards. So if you're looking to collect any cards, you might want to start with these two. They're relatively cheap right now, and I do see these values going astronomically high in the future. Moving forward, Monarch Erupts. I said it. I definitely said it. Monarch players, once they get one card that goes low in value, they just look at another card and go, okay, what else can we do to jack up our deck's price? I don't know why this happens, but it does. Well, Monarch Erupts is one of these cards. Look at Monarch Erupts originally coming out of Primal Origins as a super rare. It's holding a $5.50 market price. Bought out. Like, bro, Monarch players, calm down. There's plenty to go around. Luckily, with Monarch Erupts, it did come out common as well, so there's versions of it common, which are about $4 to $6 for the common versions of Monarch. I'm sorry, the common version is about $6. If you want first edition, it's almost near $7. The Megatin version, super rare as well, by the way, is almost near $7. Monarch players, chill out, man. Calm down. Like, breathe. Breathe. You don't have to keep jacking your deck's value up in price. It's okay. So yeah, Monarch Erupts might be the next expensive card. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's you know, it's nothing, and a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players can have an opportunity to go in and if they want to play Monarchs, play it at a reasonable price point, which is still a reasonable price point. But I don't know how long it's going to be. I mean, 3 listings, 5 listings, and 6 listings. That's it. That stands between us and seeing Monarch Erupts being an expensive card that you're gonna want to need to get, unfortunately. Number 101 Sana on Arc Ultimate Rare also went up in value throughout the weekend with a $3.40 market price. The card value actually for Unlimited is around $8, which is almost in the same price point, within a couple of pennies, within a penny away of its first version for this card. Now, I don't know why C101 Sana on Arc Dark Ultimate Rare went up in value. I have zero idea. Came out Legacy of the Valiant, maybe some combo that I don't know that you might know, but if there is, please, once again, make sure to comment down below. Paisanos, listen, please make sure while you're commenting, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the channel, and a little notification bell. So let me explain something to you about Wednesdays and why I feel the market is always best to hit up on Wednesdays. So we'll start it right now. Boom. Okay, well, not this Wednesday. We'll start. Let's say the Megatins drop on Thursday, and you go to your locals on Thursday, and everyone's hanging out, everyone's buying Megatins, everyone's trading, yelling, screaming, and you're just being there patient. You go, okay, I'll wait. Well, most players, what they'll do is the average player will go in and buy a couple of Megatins and probably not buy a lot. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, depending on their budget. It's beginning of the end of the month, people got rent, so who knows? Anyway, they'll buy some cards and they'll put some cards in the bind. They'll trade some cards and that'll be it. They'll go to the locals that weekend or maybe regionals that weekend and they'll go and they'll trade more there. Or maybe they'll see other players that have different decks than theirs. Obviously have different decks because our meta is very diverse. And what they'll do is they'll get excited about those decks. Or maybe they'll just look at their own decks and go, I wish I had a higher rarity. So what's going to happen is they'll look at a card in a Megatin, which I'll grab in a second. They'll look at a card in the Megatin, and they'll say to themselves, well, I need to get this card. So what happens after the weekend's over? Because they don't really buy, I mean, they might buy on a Sunday. Realistically, it's always Sunday night till Mondays when they really go in and buy. Well, what's going to happen with the Megatins is everybody that's going to be opening up throughout the weekend is going to be throwing the cards on the market. So we got people throwing the cards on the market, which obviously lowers the value. You got little Timmy over there who just had a crazy weekend as regionals and locals, because regionals on Sunday, locals on Saturday. Get together, everybody. It's a timeline. And he's having a good time, and now he wants to make Thunder Dragons, and he's going, man, I had a great time playing Strikers, now I want to play Thunder Dragons. Well, little Timmy might go in on Monday and start buying cards. What's going to happen? Card value is going to go up. So, we're going to see more people, and the reason why people are going to be buying it on Monday, because they want to buy it as soon as possible, because by the end of the week, if the card gets shipped out on Monday, if not Tuesday, they'll have their cards by Thursday and Friday for that weekend. You see what I'm doing there? That weekend of Saturday for locals, or Saturday for regionals, Sunday for regionals, or locals. So what they're going to do is they're going to buy early in the week to get the cards later. So, most vendors are going to be like, okay, boom, 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 here's all the cards, they're going to sell, prices might rise up a little bit. Then by Tuesday to Wednesday, vendors are going to be throwing more cards on the market. Obviously, why would they not? Because they're going to be throwing more cards on the market because they're going to be cracking more product to obviously take care of those guys or Timmys that bought on Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully this isn't too analytical for you guys. Anyway, so on Wednesday, all the cards will be going in the market, the value's going to start dropping. In fact, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to see a drop in the market of the value of the 2019 Megatin singles. Guaranteed. Guaranteed of next week. And what we're going to see, guys, is all the values dropping, not because the cards are trash, because everyone's opening 2019 Megatins. That's why. And once it also happens, your real players, the guys, you guys, I'm going to go, listen, going on Wednesday, you could go on Thursday, realistically, Wednesday's a little bit better to do it for, and grab those cards. Because that's the cheapest time in the week. And then we go back into Friday, and what happens at Friday? People start going to locals, they go from school, they crack more Megatins, they start trading, they start buying, they start getting ready, and the prices start going up in value. Weekend happens, people go to regionals, people go to other Yu-Gi-Oh events, they get excited, they want to grab the decks, they start buying cards online, card goes up in value. Monday, same thing, those Yu-Gi-Oh players who didn't buy through the weekend are going to buy Monday, card goes up in value. But Wednesday, not so much. Anyway, Paisanos, your boy V. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you got what I just said. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. And comment. Like I said, I read every single one of your comments. I really appreciate to see what you guys have to say. See you later, Paisanos. And have a good day.